Hey guys, how we doing today? So if you've been watching any of this video series at all, Dr. Garwood and I, we've been talking a little bit about the piriformis muscle. In the previous video that, we should be progressively building on to these stretches and exercises, you'll notice that we talked about, buddy stretching. Buddy stretching, again, very, very good. You usually get a little bit deeper of a stretch and you're also held more accountable. So we're going to go and add a little bit of a new element to this stretch, and it's a little bit more advanced. So if you haven't tried the one before, make sure that you do that. More importantly, make sure that you're approved by your physician to be doing these stretches. We don't want to just look up any video and try a stretch that's going to further worsen or exacerbate our condition. So we want to make sure that everything that we're doing is sequentially and progressively bettering our overall health and condition. So that being said, we're going to go and assume fairly much the same position, like I said, just with the new element. So I'm going to have Dr. Garwood here lie on his back. Again, I'm going to be standing to the opposite side of the stretch that we're performing. So I'm going to bring hip up to 90, knee up to 90. Now with any of these piriformis stretches, we want to assure that we're not putting too much pressure on the knee. Sometimes people have bad knees and you don't want to be putting too much torque into that because you can actually exacerbate the knee condition, which can worsen it. Also want to make sure that we're not experiencing any pain in the groin. Okay, if we have pain in these areas, stop, consult with your physician about it, and go from there. So with this, what we're going to do is, again, we're right here. So this is going to be known as a PNF stretch, okay, proprioceptive neurofacilitation. And basically what we're trying to do is, it almost in a sense psychs out the nervous system by sending a couple of different signals, and I'll go a little bit more into PNF stretching in another video, but by confusing the nervous system with a stretch, contract, stretch type mechanism, you usually can actually increase your range of motion by a few more degrees. So this will add a little bit deeper of a stretch to this area, but another thing that it also does, it also starts to stabilize some of those areas that have been shut off. So we're really stretching and strengthening at the same time. So that's why, again, this is not something that we want to just jump right into and start right away. We want to make sure that we loosen up the soft tissues first before we stabilize or strengthen the region. So we're going to start by doing about a 15-second hold, and I can ask Dr. Garwood, can you feel that in the piriformis region?
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet. Okay, so up a little higher. All right. In a person that is having an issue with this, you're more than likely going to feel that at a little lower bit of an angle. So after about 15 seconds, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this hand, I'm going to wrap it down the opposite side of the leg, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Dr. Garwood to kind of fan the leg outwards and put some resistance against his leg moving. I don't want him to move my hand. He's only going to do it at about 50% strength. So I'm just going to place my hand here, and I want you to just push the hip away. Good. And done. And after about 5 seconds of that, you'll be able to bring the leg up a little bit more and externally rotate the hip by internally rotating the leg. Now, usually when we do these, we're going to do about sets of 3, 4, like we did with just the regular stretches. We want to have about a 15 to 20 second stretch, then a 5 to 8 seconds contract phase, and then another 15 to 20 second stretch. And that's a sequence of this. If you guys have any questions, want to find out a little bit more information, watch the PNF video, which kind of explains what PNF stretching does from a physiological basis. Like us on YouTube, Spinal Destination, and if you're in the area, come visit us. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys.